I just heard Ken Honda say that people who are afraid to spend money and people who are greedy, stingy, hold on to their money are often constipated. Do you think it's a coincidence that ever since I was afraid to spend money on healthy foods, I was afraid to drink too much water, I wasn't eating enough produce because I was afraid to spend money. I was afraid to drink water because I was afraid eating healthy foods, it does make me poop and pee a lot, and I was afraid to be kicked out of places for using the bathroom. Do you think that it's a coincidence that ever since I decided, no, I'm gonna stop eating Reese's and sugars and all this stuff, and I'm gonna invest in my health, eating healthy foods, produce, do you think it is a coincidence that more money is coming to me? Today is day 2. I haven't told anybody about this. I'm telling you. Today is day 2 of not eating Reese's and sugars like that, okay? It's day 2 of eating mostly produce. Yesterday I bought a Sam's Club $5 for a chicken that I had like just a few pieces of it. A whole chicken. But I was like, nah, I'm worth it. I'm gonna get a hot chicken. I'm gonna cut it up in front of everybody. I'm gonna eat it right there. I'm ready. I got my cheese. I'm gonna put it in my salad. I'm gonna get, I got my bag of lettuce. All right. That was yesterday, day 1. I have a lot more energy. I feel a lot better about myself. People's energies are not affecting me as much. I slept much better last night. I woke up. I was able, I didn't have a bunch of weird poops today. I had one good healthy poop this morning, and I'm a lot quicker, and my mental health is a lot better. I'm not depressed. I'm faster. And then also money's coming to me because I was like, man, I'm going to go to Aldi out of fear. It was fear. I'm going to go to Aldi and I'm going to get my Aldi protein bars. Why? Fear that I won't have enough. That's my fear. Fear that I will make a mistake. Fear I won't have enough. I've said this before. If you've never seen my channel, I've said this before. My name is Liberty V Justice. If you have not been here, that's my real name. I changed it legally because Christ freed me, and I plan to be free financially, abundant financially, to show you that you can do anything you want to do too. And I own I'm Worth It Incorporated. Okay, so make sure you click like, subscribe, tell me your name in the comments because I want to know you. I'm all about community. I care about you, and I am here to serve you. So thank you. But guess what? Today, is it a coincidence that today I'm like, you know what? I go into Whole Foods. I'm going to do a separate episode about that. But I go into Whole Foods. I don't like the culture there. I haven't been to Whole Foods inside of physical Whole Foods for years. Because in the areas where I live at, it's like 3 hours on a bus, okay? But I came out here and I'm doing a little, I call it my confidence journey. Okay, because I have to learn new things, meet new people. I don't have to, meet. I'm not meeting people. That's the biggest thing. I'm not talking to everybody. I don't owe anybody anything. And I know that out here, this is the new me. But I had to communicate more, right? People on the bus drivers. Anyway, but I come out here and I was like, I'm going to Whole Foods. I don't like it there. I said, oh, I love this company, right? Because the guy is pushing brooms, got a mean look on his face, can't even say hi, excuse me, nothing, right? Okay, and then, on top of that, I go to the bathroom and there's toothpaste on the sink. They didn't clean the bathroom. Somebody's in there brushing their teeth, taking a shower. I don't know. Do you think it's a coincidence that I said I'm never spending money in this store? Maybe online, they deliver my stuff. I ain't got to talk to you because I own a business and I can go quicker when I'm doing my stuff by myself and I ain't got to go shopping. One of the things I hate the most other than talking on the phone. So I leave there. I'm like, nah, I'm not buying nothing here. And I was going to sit down and get on my laptop and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to work on my business. Okay, on my YouTube channel. No, I'm not staying there. Not with that. So I leave and I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to take a walk. I take a breath. First of all, I was stretching and I'm listening to my music and I stayed happy. That's why I didn't go to Aldi. Aldi, I love them, but I'm like, I don't need that, right? I'm happy. I don't need to go there. So I'm just walking and I'm like, oh my God, there's a Trader Joe's there. I go to Trader Joe's. I asked them if they had sauerkraut. A lot of things that they don't have it, but they did have the sauerkraut. And guess what? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to get some sauerkraut. It'll be fine. I'm not going to, I'm not going to poop my pants later on, right? I'm worth it. So I go and I had to pee. I had drank a lot of water. Well, the bathroom was closed. Not closed, but there's 2 bathrooms at Trader Joe's Anyway, I asked a lady before I go, I said, how about this? I let her go in line ahead of me. And I said, how about this? You save my spot and just, you can put it on the floor. I said, yeah, that's cool. And I just saved my spot. And then that way, I'm just going to the bathroom. When I come back, you just save it. And when I was leaving, I heard her say, no, she's coming back. And so I went back and I was listening to Trader Joe's about, that's part of our culture. We want to have a clean bathroom. Anyway, she bought the sauerkraut for me. All of that just to say that I'm having a good flow. Yeah, I'm going to flow. My poop's going to flow. I've been constipated for months and months. My stomach's been hurting and I've been constipated. And then what do? I try to fix it later. No, you got to eat healthy now. You got to drink water and be healthy now if you want because if you want money to flow. That's why my money was constipated. I kept the money. Yes, I've been still giving to charity every single month for several months now. I started giving to charity again, and my money was constipated for my business because I was holding on to the money. I was constipated with my money. I was constipated with my communication. I'm going to put the link below. It's like an 8-minute episode of greatness clips, but with Ken Honda, hosted by my boy, Lewis House. He's amazing. Ken Honda is amazing, but I believe that. I was like, whoa, literally just watched that today. And this is day 2 of my not eating Reese's and other sugars. And everything's flowing so much better. So the moral of the story is eat healthy so you can flow, you can have more energy, you can feel better, and your money can flow. Stop being stingy and constipated with your money. You're worth it.